Well, it is a very good evening to you, and now you be at 6:30 and 25 seconds to go right along with it on a Tuesday evening on your fan. New York City. Steve Summers here and you there. Anthony Gallo. Key Grip. Gaffer, Unit Production Manager, Best Boy, and Executive Producer Peter Hoffman. There on the other side of the glass in 1-877-337-6666. That'll be the number for the Marathon Smooze. 20 minutes right up until 6:50 with the Devils and Hurricanes right here on your fan. New York City. I'm afraid this story is on the loss of innocence, the fall from grace. There was a time you could see him on Thanksgiving giving thanks with a family prayer. And, of course, passing the gravy with a smile and a wink. He has been family and family values, and so pure and so good he has been. The very white knight on the white horse riding into the sunset, always with a happy ending. He's been so good and pure and so all-American that he makes mom and apple pie seem shady and toxic. He is so middle American, so white picket fence, so all shucks that he could hum the theme of an insurance company commercial and endorse cardboard pizza and not be criticized for it. He has been the face of the NFL and the face of corporate America, and now, sad to say, tearfully so. There is a blemish on that face, tainted by reports he hasn't denied that a package containing HGH was sent to his wife from an anti-aging lab in Indianapolis in 2011. He has come out of the house, stood on his front lawn, standing in front of that white picket fence as well, and wants you to know that his wife's medical privacy has been violated, and he is not going to stand for that. He's come out of the house, all right, but does he need to come out of the closet? Funny, back in 2011, he was recovering from neck surgery, and it looked as though the career over. But wait a minute, what is this? I'm telling you, it was a miracle. A miracle it was. The career not over. And since 2011, more than 130 TD passes, more than 15,000 yards. A miracle taking place. Hallelujah. Praise the good Lord. And it couldn't have happened to a better corporate spokesman, making more than $12 million a year, selling everything for sale, including his soul. But wait a minute. No. We are jumping, possibly so leaping to conclusions. We have to remember in Peyton we trust. So we know that the HGH was for his wife. No doubt needing that with plastic surgery, very expensive. No doubt needing the HGH to recover from watching her husband lose so many playoff games, going through injury, especially a neck injury that many thought would end his career. Maybe someday, soon, Peyton's wife will share with us the benefits of using HGH, how it can help a family member recover from the heartbreak of losing, how it can help a family member stay strong when your husband is going through a possible career-ending injury, how you can age gracefully using HGH, how it can hold and make it easier for you to breathe when a mile high in Denver. Let's hope that The HGH she uses gives her the strength to come clean, open up, and share with the rest of us the kind of information the rest of us need to know about anti-aging, how the rest of us can cope with bags under the eyes, and, of course, gravity itself. No matter what Peyton says, how his wife's medical privacy was violated, still there are some doubting Thomases, aren't there? Those who think that HGH, that package addressed to her, was really for him. And if you think that, shame on those who think that. Because in Peyton we trust. He lives in Pleasantville. He knows Papa John. And we all know Papa would never associate with anybody living in dark shadows. And Papa said today, if anybody comes into one of his stores and orders a large pie with extra HGH, he is throwing them out of that store and taking away all 10% off discount coupons when you order online. So we believe in Peyton. We trust Peyton. Lance Armstrong says Peyton is telling the truth. Arold says Peyton is telling the truth. So let's not doubt him. Let's not question him, thinking his nose grows like nobody knows. But still, some of us think. Say it ain't so, Peyton. Say it ain't so.
Pizza maker, Peyton Manning, playmaker.
Disgusted is really how I feel, sickened by it.
High snap handled by Manning. He's under pressure. He's hit from behind. The ball is loose.
I'm not sure I understand how someone can make something up about somebody, admit that he's made it up, and yet it somehow gets published in a story.
Manning under pressure, throws near sideline. It is deflected and intercepted.
Chicken parm, you taste so good. It's completely fabricated, complete trash, garbage. There's some more adjectives I'd like to be able to use. 50 Omaha, said hi.
Manning's jersey completely soaked. He gets the shotgun snap from his 29, fakes the handoff to Anderson, throws a little pass to the near side, it's intercepted.
Do I really look like this? Makes me sick that it brings Ashley into it, her medical history, her medical privacy being violated.
Manning's hit, the ball is out. The ball is loose at the 23-yard line.
Oh. That stings me, whoever this guy is, insinuating that I cut corners. I broke NFL rules in order to get healthy. It's a joke. It's a freaking joke.
Better ingredients, better pizza,
Better football.
Papa John's.
I like it.
We believe him. And shame on you if you don't. He says that was addressed to his wife, the HGH that was sent. Who would disbelieve? Who would doubt? Peyton Manning. And no. Reports that HGH gives you a big head, not yet confirmed, and many of us know plenty of people with big heads. What do you think? Chip Kelly, what happened here? He now has something in common with LaShawn McCoy. He now has something in common with Nick Foles and Jeremy Maclin and Deshaun Jackson. How did that trade work out regarding Sam Bradford?
It is 1st and 10. Ball at their own 39. Bradford's back. Here comes the rush. He steps up. He throws it. It's intercepted. It's intercepted by Buchanan. It's going to be a pick six as he takes it into the end zone. 40 yards. And that will seal it.
Oh, it sealed it indeed. How about sealing your entire season? And by the way, I'd like to ask this question. How did that DeMarco Murray trade work out?
The pitch to Murray, drop the football.
Oh,
now
no.
it's kick free. Washington has it.
No.
And Hall is picking it up.
No
He's going to
way.
go to the end zone for a touchdown.
No.
Touchdown, Washington. D'Angelo Hall.
Okay, better luck next year. Anyway, Chip Kelly kicked out the door. Don't let it hit you on the way out. Fired from the Eaglets for making bad deals that turned into, how you say, disaster. The beginning of the end for Kelly was being unable to trade up for his surrogate son from Oregon, Marcus Mariota. And word tonight is that the Tennessee Titans, they're interested in Kelly if he's interested in a reunion with his Oregon quarterback. And about a month ago, and we basically mentioned this about a month ago, USC called Kelly about the football coach opening they had at the time, and Kelly told USC wanted to stay in Philadelphia. Mistake. Tonight, Jeffrey Lurie told Kelly his stay in Philadelphia was over with Pat Shurmur taking over for the Giants game to finish out the season for both teams. Kelly, as you know, coach and what else, given control over personnel decisions that ended up so far this year 6-9 after the 10-6 seasons. And tonight again the word Tennessee interested in Kelly, so he may not be without a clipboard and the headset's very long. The New York Yankees, as you know, they have hired a left-handed Greg Hardy. If you can get by what this man has done off the field and what kind of a person he may be, if that's possible, then you have to applaud what Cashman has done, getting a left-handed reliever who could very easily be a part of the KKK club, pardon the expression. And the Yankees gave up 4 players who will not be named later, since they have names now, and names you'll probably never hear from again, since Cashman gave up none of the name prospects to get a guy who may or may not be suspended for the domestic violence issues that came with a fully loaded gun. And I'm not talking about the radar gun, and that would show some very, very high heat for a guy too many teams thought too hot to handle. But Brian Cashman taking the gamble.
Chapman trying to close it out. He struck him out.
Chapman raises the leg and delivers at a strikeout swinging.
We've been on several conversations with the Reds and Chapman over the years, given the circumstances that currently exist. I think the price point on acquisition has been modified.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and this one belongs to the Reds. 102 miles an hour.
We've shown pitchers that can light up radar guns all night, but nobody does that like Chapman. 1-2, and he struck out the side.
He's a heck of a guy. I mean, a heck of a guy. I'll go on record and say I wouldn't mind him, Chapman.
Schuerholz takes a pitch over his head, back to the screen. That was 101 miles an hour.
He's never trying to hit anyone. He's the best closer in the game. He's not out there trying to hit anyone or do anything crazy.
Another one up and in. Nate ducking to avoid being nailed.
Look at Chapman looking into the Cubs dugout.
There's a process that's playing out, and it'll continue to play out, and the results will be whatever they will be.
And of course, with the Fox Reds radio network, the Cubs radio network, it's a risk. It's a gamble, but a risk. And a gamble that Cashman had to make and did.